Good morning, students. As you all know that we are studying about the earthworm, and now today's topic is excretory organs in Nephridia. Now, excretory organs occurs as segmentally arranged coiled tubules called nephridia. Now, the main excretory organs which are present in the earthworm are nephridia, and basically these nephridia are arranged segmentally in a form of coiled tubules. Now, each nephridia is known as nephridium. Now, there are three types of nephridia which is present in the earthworm. One is septal nephridia, second is integumentary nephridia, and third one is pharyngeal nephridia. Septal nephridia. It is septal nephridia is present on both the side of the intersegmental septors of segment fifth to the last and then open into the intestine. Now, septal nephridia are present on the both side of the intersegmental septa of segment fifth up to the last, and that opens into the intestine. Then come integumentary nephridia. Basically, these nephridia are attached to lining of the body wall of the segment third up to the last and open on the body surface. So these these integumentary nephridia are opening on the body surface. Septal nephridia are opening into the intestine, and the third one is pharyngeal nephridia. It is basically it is present in a form of three pair tuft in the segment between third, fifth, and sixth. Now, these different types of nephridia are basically similar in structure. Now, the structure of all these types of nephridia are same. Nephridia regulates the volume and composition of the body fluid. Now, what nephridia is doing? It is basically maintaining the volume and the composition of the body fluid. A nephridia start out as a funnel. Now start out as a funnel that collect excess fluid from the coelomic chambers. Now how nephridia look like? It is basically in a form of funnel which is connected with the nephridium, which delivers the waste through a pore to the surface in the body wall into the digestive tube. Now, what nephridia is doing? It is basically collecting all the waste material from the body and delivering it to the digestive tube. Now, next is nervous system. Now, nervous system is basically represented by the ganglia arranged segment-wise on the ventral paired nerve cord. Now, in the nervous system of earthworm, it is basically represented by the ganglia which are basically present segment-wise, and these ganglia are basically found on the ventral sides. Now, the main structure which is included in the nervous system of earthworm is paired nerve cord. Now, this paired nerve cord is present on the ventral side. Now, the nerve cord in the anterior region, that is in the third and fourth segment, bifurcates. Means the nerve cord in the anterior region, it divides into two parts, and it's laterally enclosing the pharynx and join to the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form a nerve ring. Okay, the cerebral ganglia along with other nerves in the ring integrate sensory input as well as command muscular responses of the body. Now, the cerebral ganglia is doing both the function. It is receiving the senses and giving responses also. ठीक है ना? Now next come to the sensory system. Sensory system does not have eyes, but does possesses light and touch sensitive organs या receptor cells to distinguish the light intensity and to feel the vibrations in the ground. Now, basically in the earthworm, not as such sensitive or sensory organs are present, but they give responses to light and touch. If suppose if we are giving any light or if we are touching earthworm, it gives sensations in the body or it show movement. Worms have specialized chemoreceptors. Now, chemoreceptors are related to taste receptors which react to chemical stimuli. If there is present any chemical stimuli in the environment, it shows responses to that chemical. These sense organs are located in the anterior part of the worm. Now, basically these sense organs are located in the anterior part. Earthworm is hermaphrodite. Now, what is hermaphrodite? It is bisexual. What bisexual means? both testes and ovaries are present in the same organisms. Now there are two pairs of testes which is basically present in the 10th and 11th segment. Now from testes a vas deferentia run up to the 18th segment where they join to the prostatic duct. Apart from this, two pairs of accessory glands are also present, one pair each in the 17th and 19th segment. Now a common prostatic and spermatic duct, which is also known as vas deferentia, open to the exterior by a pair of male genital pore on the ventrolateral side of the 18th segment. Now both these glands, prostatic and spermatic duct, opens to the exterior by a basically through a male genital pore in the 18th segment, and this is present on the ventrolateral side of the body. Now apart from this, four pairs of spermaticae are also located in between 6 to 9 segment, one pair in each segment. Now they receive and store spermata during copulation. Now apart from this, a pair of ovaries are also attached at the intersegmental septum between 12th and 13th segment. Now ovarian funnels are present beneath the ovaries, which continues into oviduct. Now you can see in diagram that ovarian funnels are present beneath the ovaries, which opens into a oviduct and joined together. Basically both these funnels are joined together and open into the oviduct, open on the ventral side of as a single median female genital pore on the 14th segment. Now these oviduct is open to outside on the ventral side through a female genital pore on the 11th segment. Then a mutual exchange of sperms occur between the two worms during mating. Now one worm has to find another worm, and they mate juxtaposition opposite gonadal openings, exchanging packets of sperms called spermatophores. Mature sperms and egg cells and nutritive fluid is deposited in the cocoons produced by the gland cells of the clitellum. Now basically the cocoons are produced by the gland cells of the clitellum, and in that cocoons basically fertilization and development takes place, and these cocoons are deposited in the soil. Now the egg are fertilized by the sperm cell within the cocoon only when they slip off the worm and is deposited in or on the soil. Now the cocoon holds the worm embryo basically for 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks it produces 2 to 20 baby worms, and with an average of 4, mean at least each cocoon has 4 worms. Now in this development is direct, that is there is no larval formation. So we can say that in earthworm the development is direct, no larval formation is there. Thank you.